first season of the DuckTales reboot coming to a close, get ready for an answer to a long-running mystery that is truly out of this world. The mystery I am of course referring to is the whereabouts of Huey, Dewey, and Louie's mother. Similarly to how the audience has longed for answers to where the nephews of the world-famous Donald Duck came from, this trio of boys struggled all season to find anything they could on what really happened to their absent mother, especially when Donald and Scrooge weren't willing to tell them anything. In the past, we were told Donald's sister and the triplets' mother, Della Duck, sent her boys to visit Donald after an accident occurred with their father. She left them with her brother because she had to go out of town for a while and knew Donald just loved his nephews. But now, DuckTales has a new explanation. Hello, I'm Isaac from What's Up Videos, where we discuss fun topics for fun people, and today, to celebrate a great first season for the new DuckTales show, I'll be explaining the absence of Della Duck in Huey, Dewey, and Louie's life. If you'd like to learn more about Della after the video, I have provided all the links to the movies and the resources I used in the description. And to continue discussing Disney with me, make sure to subscribe and to click that notification button. I just had a 7-episode binge fest of DuckTales after I regrettably got behind on the show, and wow, the show is fun. There's so many adventures, so much treasure, and just so many ducks. But one of my favorite elements of Disney Channel's current animation lineup in shows like DuckTales and Tangled the series is how the creators tell individual adventures in each episode while also including a greater narrative for the season. Each episode of the new DuckTales is always hilarious and a blast to watch, but they always tie into the larger story too. And this first season asked big questions right away.
Mom?
I was hooked from the start with this show, and the start of this mystery. I always love finding out new bits and pieces on characters we love when it makes sense in the story being told. And I definitely think the whereabouts of Della Duck was a story worth discussing. Throughout the first season, we see Dewey begin to seek out information on his mother with the help of his friend Webby Duck, who is honestly one of the most hilarious, optimistic, and energy-filled characters on the show. Together they discover a secret room within Scrooge's library dedicated to Dewey's mother in the episode The Great Dime Chase, and find a letter.
Wait, what's this?
Scrooge, I've taken the Spear of Selene. I'm sorry, Della.
The mystery seemed to be leading them to this spear. By finding out where this spear came from and what its importance was, the young ducks hoped they could find their way to Dewey's mother. So, when they crashed their plane on Ithaquack, the home of ancient Greek gods like Selene, goddess of the moon, Dewey and Webby seek out the Spear of Selene in the episode The Spear of Selene. They search through temples and face trials, but they don't find the spear. They find Selene instead.
So where's the Spear of Selene, Selene?
What spear?
The one Della took from your garden.
You mean the sphere of Selene?
Why does no one get what I'm saying? The Spear of Selene.
I've never had a spear.
What do you mean, Selene? How do you not have a spear? I thought to myself a few months ago. I was honestly just so confused when she said that and just had no clue where this mystery would go. But I knew the ducks wouldn't just give up on the search for Della. No way! They may have just been searching for the wrong thing.
Maybe the spear isn't an artifact. Maybe it's something else.
The mystery was becoming difficult to solve, but Selene reassured Dewey his mother was worth finding.
She loved her family more than anything in the world. Oh, Della wasn't just a good person. She was the greatest. And she made everyone around her better.
Dewey was stuck for a long time, but when his brothers finally learn of his research into their mother in the episode The Secrets of Castle McDuck, they come across an outline of the Spear of Selene marked with the date of their birth, which allows them to bring their search to its zenith in the episode The Crash of the Sun Chaser.
I sweet-talked Quackfaster down at Scrooge's Secret Archives. That lady is nuts! And I got her to give us this.
Okay, so what do we got?
The documents shredded on the week we were born. According to the note we found in Castle McDuck, that date is connected to
The Spear of Selene.
But unfortunately, before they could piece together this document, the final slice of paper was lost to them, was revealed to Scrooge, and leads to Dewey going to extreme measures to get that piece of paper until Scrooge gives in.
Tell me about the Spear of Selene.
It turns out for years, Della, Donald, and Scrooge had been traveling across the world and going on grand adventures, but eventually Della became dissatisfied. She felt they had explored everything she wanted to see, so as the aviator within her called, she devised a plan similarly to her plan in the comic titled 80 is Prachtig. Della plotted her way to travel to the next frontier, outer space. Della longed to give her sons on the way a new realm of the universe to explore, and to grant that wish and celebrate Huey, Dewey, and Louie's birth against Donald's wishes, Scrooge funded the creation of a rocket in secret and named it the Spear of Selene. When Della found the rocket, she quickly decided to take it for herself until a cosmic storm approached. But Della would never back down from a challenge like this. Scrooge did everything he could to guide her through what she came up against, but eventually a final bolt ended her voyage.
The rocket and your mother were lost to the inky abyss of space.
Scrooge set up teams of astronauts to go after Della, built more rocket ships, and stripped away his fortune in his search of his niece until his board of directors ripped him away and he was left with an empty heart. Which is why in the first episode of the new DuckTales, the directors are cutting programs.
We're also cutting funding to unnecessary departments. Historical research, experimental tech, deep-sea exploration.
Fantastic.
And why Donald doesn't trust his uncle.
Please, young man, how you tell about us the next adventure? This is the Spear of Selene all over again.
I was not responsible for the Spear of Selene.
Huey, Dewey, and Louie have been searching for answers about their mother Della Duck for an entire season of the new DuckTales, and we finally have an answer to why the triplets lived without their mother. After finding relics and talking to gods and poring over documents, we finally learned the truth. The adventurous Della Duck was lost to the stars. Before you go, I just wanted to say I appreciate you checking out this video, and if you are new to the channel, welcome! I am a huge Disney fan whose focus in life is to spread magic like Disney has done for me. If you enjoy this video or any of my videos and would like to help the channel grow to infinity and beyond with more merchandise, shows, and more, then please consider checking out my Patreon page at patreon.com/WatsoVideos and check out some of the awesome reward tiers like the Watso Discord server, where you can come talk to me and other fans, or make a donation of any kind. I want to continue to keep my videos available for free for everyone, so a couple of bucks to spare goes a long way to help the channel be the most magical show on the internet. Thank you for donating, but most importantly, thanks for watching. So now it's time for the question of the day, sponsored by my patrons. Do you think the boys will find Della? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, along with any other ideas you have for future Discovering Disney episodes. If you'd like to see more Watso videos, then check out some awesome pics over here. And as always, thanks for watching and have a magical day.